Hello everyone, my name is Amy and this is yoga. So for our class today, we are going to focus on twisting postures. Let's go ahead and get started by taking a nice, comfortable seated cross-legged position towards the center of the mat. And keep your arms down by your side, shoulders down and away from your ears. Eyes are soft. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, side stretch over to your right, releasing into your left side waist. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and release. Inhale, bring your right arm up. Nice deep breaths. Really opening into your rib cage. Inhale, and as you exhale, release. Inhale, reach your arms up. See if you can bring your gaze up towards your fingertips. And as you exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, fold over your seated cross-legged position. And take your arms as far forward as your body will allow you to go without forcing it. And you should feel a gentle release into your low back and hips here. Taking deep breaths. On your next inhalation, begin to turn to look over your left shoulder. And take the back of your left hand into your low back. Turn, twist. See if you can start to bring your gaze upward. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth and reach your left arm forward. Switching sides. Inhale, reach back. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Right hand into your low back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, walk your hands in. We're going to begin to transition into our tabletop position or all fours. On your next inhalation, come into cow, gentle back bend. See if you can start to lift your gaze up. Exhale, round through, tailbone tucked in. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Now, as you exhale, go ahead and rest your hands so that the top of your hands are into the mat and your fingertips are pointing towards your knees. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Really feel mindful of your spine. Try to keep your spine nice and neutral here. Inhale, nice deep breath. Exhale, really focus on the hush of those exhalations. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hips back to your heels into child's rest. Now, if at any time any of our flow combinations, any postures start to get a little bit too strenuous for you, you may certainly feel free to come back here into child's rest. Inhale to all fours. And this time as you exhale, curl your toes under. Knees and hips come up to downward facing dog. Really adjust yourselves so that you feel a nice even weight distribution through all four corners of both hands. Now, keep in mind in downward dog, you do not have to have your legs perfectly straight. What I want you to really focus on here is the elongation of your spine so that you're reaching your sit bones up towards the ceiling or sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release your knees into the mat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhalation, come back to neutral. And as you exhale, come to rest on the top of your hands. Try to keep your arms nice and long here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, releasing into those hands and wrists. Inhale. Exhale, take your hips back to your heels, returning to child's rest. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, curl your toes under, knees and hips. Come back up to downward facing dog. And we're going to stay here for just a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, take your knees back into the mat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. And as you inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale once again. Rest on top of your hands for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, hips to heels. Back to child's rest. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. See if you can start to lengthen just a little bit more into your spine. See if you can lengthen a little bit more into the back of your legs. Inhale, exhale, back to all fours. And this time, take your hips back to your heels, returning to that child's rest. This time, on your next inhalation, walk your hands in so that you're sitting back on your heels. As you exhale, turn and twist to the right, taking your left hand to the outside of your right knee. See if you can really start to look over your right shoulder. Try to take nice deep breaths into your abdomen. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to neutral. Gaze is towards the top of your mat. And switch sides. Exhale, turn to your left. Deep breaths. Inhale back to neutral so that you're facing towards the top of your mat. Reach your arms up. And as you exhale, fold. And again, I want you to see if you can take your hands just as far forward as your body will allow you to go, while at the same time really taking your sit bones back to your heels. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. And this time, begin to walk the dog, rolling through your heels to release a little bit more into the bottoms of your feet. See if you can lengthen down the back of your legs a little bit more. Inhale, hold downward facing dog. Exhale, take your knees into the mat. This time, keep your toes curled under and bring your hips back to your heels. Try to keep your toes spread nice and wide. Inhale, walk your hands in. And Again, as you exhale, you're going to turn to your right, taking your left hand to the outside of the right knee and breathe. Inhale, come forward, gaze is forward. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, forward. Exhale, downward facing dog once again. And walk the dog. Inhale, hold downward facing dog. Exhale, back to child's rest. This time, release your toes, hips to your heels. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog, and walk the dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, all fours, keeping your toes tucked under. Bring your hips back to your heels. Deep breaths. You should feel a deep stretch into your feet. Inhale, walk your hands in so that you're sitting back on your heels. Exhale, turn to your right. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, turn to your left. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, knees to the mat. Release your toes and bring your hips back to your heels. Inhale to all fours. And as you exhale, curl your toes under, knees and hips come back to downward facing dog. And we're going to make our way into our sun salutations. Inhale, and as you exhale, tuck in your tailbone to step your right foot between your hands and take your left knee into the mat. Inhale to a low lunge. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the back knee up, and exhale, step forward, coming into forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up, bring your palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your right leg back to a lunge. Exhale, right knee into the mat. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the right knee up. Exhale, step back, returning to your downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, take your knees into the mat, returning to all fours. Inhale, into cow. Exhale, round through to cat, scoop through, elbows, chest, then chin, and we're going to come forward into a cobra pose. Now, when working with smaller spaces, be very mindful that you at least have room for your mat. Inhale, lift your hips, and exhale, take your hips back to your heels, returning to child's rest. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, drop the right knee down and reach your arms up. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under. lift the back knee up. Exhale, step forward, returning to forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left leg back. Exhale, left knee into the mat. Inhale, arms come up. Opening into your chest. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the left knee. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, knees to the mat, returning to all fours. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Elbows, chest, and chin, readjusting to cobra pose. Really press up and through your shoulders. Exhale, sit back to child's rest. And we're going to go through that sequence one more time. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Release the left knee down. Inhale, arms up, low lunge. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the back knee up. Exhale, step forward, returning to forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step your right leg back. Exhale, right knee to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the back knee. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, knees to the mat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Elbows, chest, then chin, and release. Back into your cobra, readjusting and pressing up through your shoulders. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, child's rest. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the back knee. Exhale, step forward. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Fold forward, releasing into that forward fold. Inhale, step your left leg back. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the back knee, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, knees to the mat. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cat. Release your elbows down, followed by your chest, then chin, and inhale back into your cobra. Exhale. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, and to child's rest. We're going to stay here for about 5 breaths. If you feel like you need to rock from side to side to release the hips a little bit more, you may certainly feel free to do so here. Inhale to all fours. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Now this time, as you inhale, you're going to lift the right leg up to three-legged dog and exhale. Take the right knee to your left shoulder. Inhale, lift to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to shoulder. And step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, exhale, left knee comes down into the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Take your palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste, and turn to your right. Taking your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, see if you can lift your gaze upward. Inhale, back to center. Reach your arms up. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the back knee up. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, inhale, lift the left leg to three-legged dog. Exhale, take the left knee to your right shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to shoulder. And step your left foot between your hands, bringing the right knee down. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste, and turn to your left. Again, see if you can lift your gaze up. Inhale, back to center, and lift those arms up. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the back knee. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog once again. Inhale, lift the right leg to three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, lift the left knee down. Reach your arms up, up, up. Pulling and lifting and opening into your chest. Exhale, Namaste hands. Inhale. Exhale, turn to your right and breathe. Inhale, this time open up your arms, taking your left hand to the mat, reaching your right arm up. Exhale, curl your toes under, lift the back knee up so that you're coming to a high lunge with a twist. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right arm down. Inhale, release the left knee down, arms up. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the back knee, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg to three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to shoulder, and step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, right knee down, reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste, and turn to your left. Breathe. Inhale, open out your arms, reaching up. Exhale, curl your toes under, lift the back knee. Inhale, exhale, lower the left arm down. Inhale, right knee down, arms up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the back knee. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, take your knees into the mat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Child's rest. Inhale. Lift your gaze towards the top of your mat so that you're basically looking towards your fingertips. Exhale, reach your right arm back and turn to look over your right shoulder. See if you can bind and reach your right heel with your right hand. We're going to stay here for just a couple of breaths. Inhale, slide your left hand in, reach up. Exhale, push the hips up and forward and turn to your right. See if you can look downward toward your right hand. Keep the tailbone tucked in, engaging the glutes to support your low back. Inhale and exhale, sit back. Returning to child's rest with both arms reaching forward. Inhale, take your gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, reach your left arm back and turn to look over your left shoulder and start to bind your left heel with your left hand. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, slide the right arm in. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, lift your hips. And turn to look down towards your left hand. Again, make sure to keep your tailbone tucked in. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, exhale to child's rest once again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, reach your right arm back. Turn to look over the right shoulder. Bind your right heel. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Now start to wrap your fingertips around the front of your right ankle. Inhale. Begin to lift up to a kneeling position. You should feel a gentle opening into your right quad from here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn to face you so that you can see just a little bit better. So I want you to make sure that you're drawing the right heel as close as you can to your hip. Try not to sit back. See if you can keep your tailbone tucked in, keeping your abdominals in, engaging the glutes. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Deep breaths. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, hips forward. Coming back to that back bend. Again, see if you can take your gaze to your left hand. Inhale. Exhale, hips to heels. And return to child's rest. Now, if at any time your neck starts to bother you, of course, keep it nice and neutral. You do not have to look towards your hands. Inhale, bring your gaze forward. Exhale, reach the left arm back. Bind the left heel and breathe. Inhale, wrap your fingertips around the front of the left ankle. On your next exhalation, lift your hips. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Again, keep the tailbone tucked inward. Glutes stay engaged. Draw your navel into your spine. Inhale. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, reach upward. Coming back to that back bend. Really sending the hips forward without forcing it. Inhale. Exhale, child's rest. Inhale to all fours. And this time as you exhale, I want you to step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. So basically, your left hip should be stacked over your left knee. Right knee should be stacked over your right ankle. Inhale, reach your right arm forward and lift your right arm up. See if you can turn to look upward. Inhale, exhale, release the right arm down. Inhale, step back to all fours. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Upon your next inhalation, reach your left arm forward and lift your left arm up. Inhale, exhale, release your left arm down. Inhale to all fours. Exhale back to downward facing dog. See if you can start to release a little bit more into that asana. Lengthening a little more into the back of your legs. Lifting your sit bones towards the sky. Upon your next inhalation, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to left shoulder. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, this time take your right knee to your right shoulder. We're going to stay here just for a few breaths, hovering the right leg over the mat. Make sure to keep your fingers and toes spread wide. Inhale. Exhale. Again, step your right foot just to the outside of your right hand. Release the left knee into the mat. Make sure you're giving yourselves enough room so that you can start to sink the hips down towards the mat. On your next inhalation, again, reach your right arm up. See if you can turn to look upward. From here, inhale, and as you exhale, start to reach your right arm back. Now we have a couple of different options from here. If you would like, you could start to take your right hand into your low back, releasing a little bit more into the right shoulder. If you'd like to take this a little bit further, inhale, and as you exhale, begin to bend the left leg and see if you can reach for and bind the toes of your left foot with your right hand into lizard lunge. See if you can start to release the hips down just a little bit more. You should feel a deep release into the front of that left leg and into the hip. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, release the left leg down. Release your right hand into the mat. Inhale, curl your toes under. Lift the left knee. Exhale, readjust to downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for just a few breaths. Inhale, lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee to left shoulder. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Inhale, exhale, step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Inhale, release the right knee down, release your toes, and Breathe deeply. Make sure that you're always pressing up and through your shoulders. On your next inhalation, reach your left arm up and turn. See if you can start to take your hips down a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, reach back. From here, we have our options. Either take the back of the left hand into the low back, or if you're feeling especially flexible today, start to bend the right leg and bind the toes. Inhale, release. Reach your left arm up and exhale, lower the left arm down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the right knee, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, take your knees into the mat. Cross your ankles. Inhale, push away. Coming to a nice, comfortable seated cross-legged position. Now from here, you're going to inhale and reach your arms up. And exhale, fold over. You're seated cross-legged once again, making sure not to force it. Only take your hands as far forward as your body will allow you to go. Inhale, walk your hands in. Exhale, release your feet. Come to the center of your mat. And one vertebrae at a time takes you all the way down to a nice, comfortable supine position. Now from here, begin to windshield wiper your knees over to the left and windshield wiper over to the right, over to the left and to the right, releasing into those hips a little bit. Inhale, come back to center. Start to walk your hands a little closer in and bring your heels closer towards your hips. So you're maintaining a slight elbow bend and you're releasing a little bit more into the hips to take the heels closer towards your center. Inhale, and as you exhale, windshield wiper your knees over to the left. And we're going to stay here for just a couple of breaths. If you would like to take this a little bit further, start to reach the right knee a little further back, taking your right heel to your right hip. See if you can bind your right ankle with your right hand so that you're resting the front of the right leg against the bottom of your left foot. Inhale, take your knees back to center. Again, making sure to maintain that nice elbow bend and making sure to keep your heels nice and close to your hips. Inhale, exhale, take your knees over to the right. And again, if you would like to take this a little bit further, see if you can take that left knee just a little bit further back and wrap your left hand around the front of your left ankle so that you're bracing the front of the left leg against the bottom of your right foot. You should feel a nice deep stretch into your hip and into the front of your leg. Inhale back to center. Now this time as you exhale, you're going to take both knees to your chest. Inhale, release your feet into the mat. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, feet to mat. Exhale, knees to chest. And inhale, feet to mat. We're going to add on to this. Exhale, knees to your chest. Inhale, lengthen both legs up. Exhale, bend your legs. Inhale, feet to the mat. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, lengthen both legs up. Exhale, bend your legs. Inhale, release your feet to the mat. One last time. Exhale, knees to chest. Lengthen upward. Exhale, release. Inhale, feet to mat. Now, we're going to begin to make our way into our Shavasana. Now, in Shavasana, we do have a couple of different options. If you're limited on space, you can keep your arms down by your side with your palms up, and you can slide your heels straight out. If you would rather, you can also open up your legs and open up your arms, whichever works best for you. Begin to allow your eyes to drift closed. Soften your face. Soften your eyes. Unhinge your jaw. I want you to feel as though your tongue is falling back towards the back of your throat. I want you to feel as though your eyes are sinking back. Begin to relax all of your fascia by releasing your muscles from your fingertips, traveling all the way down to your toes. Relax and let go of any tension through all of your muscles. Relax and let go of any tension from your mind. Let go. Feel as though your body is sinking deep within the earth and your mind is sinking and lifting up towards the sky. Begin to come back into the room, back into your environment. Come back into your personal space by wiggling your fingers and toes. Slide in your right heel, followed by your left, and roll over onto your side so that you're resting your head against your arm. And begin to open your eyes. Use the strength of your arms to come all the way up to a nice, comfortable, seated cross-legged position. Upon your next inhalation, reach your arms up, 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 and exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach up. Bring your palms together. Exhale, take your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Of course, if you have any questions or if you have any areas of your body that you would like to focus on the most, feel free to drop a comment. And of course, please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful and peaceful weekend.